Hello everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the Digimon Pendulum Color Series. So let's get on to what has happened so far. As you know, in the last episode we were on Baby 1 and Baby 2. So that means in today's episode, we are now at the child stage, or as us Westerners know it as, the rookie stage. We got Tapirmon right here. Really cool looking Digimon. Need to give it some stuff though, so let's do that real quickly. And let's clean up that poop, because we know we don't enjoy poop on our screens at this channel. This ain't the DM20th. We want that poop gone. And here we go. See, it shows red right there. So, cool little factoid I've noticed about this. If you get to the red right there, it actually does that. So, if you actually match up the ready screen with the color of the one thing, you can actually get mega hits like that all the time. So it's really cool that it does actually show you where you need to stop at. And if anyone's curious what I mean by that, look at this one. Oh, that one's also red. It was the other device that had it. So there we go. Stopped at red again. Gives us a mega hit. So, but if we go over to the wonderful silver blue, first let's clean up that poop. Ew, that's gross. Make sure. Given that one thing, here we have Gomamon on this device. I mean, look at this boy. Beautiful, especially with that color on him. Looks more like an actual anime-accurate Gomamon. But if we look at the wonderful... I forget the name of this Digimon. This one does not look like its actual artwork, by the way. Every time I see this, I always think it's a Kirby-type looking thing. But there we go. Looks really cool, really awesome. Pretty awesome, in my opinion. But if we go inside the thing here, I see... do the little thing. You see, he has a bit of training needs. But look, that one's yellow. So, you gotta match up to yellow. So if you match up to yellow this time, it actually gives us the mega hit. So it's very cool that you can actually tell which mega hit to do. I love how it actually shows like a little predetermined like mega hit style type thing. Especially because in other devices, they just kind of want you to learn how to do it, which is kind of meh in my opinion. And it's one of those weirder things where it's like, I'm not a big fan of that overall. Another cool thing about these devices so far is that the backgrounds actually do change over time. I don't know if you'll notice it yet, but the backgrounds actually do change depending on the time of day it is. So currently they are at the regular looking backgrounds, but at nighttime, the weather clears up on this one, and then it's actually like a whole like black sky type thing. On this one, it just turns into a night sky, and then on this one, it's just the ocean darkness. And another cool little part of this is that we'll be showing off today is we're going to do some battles. So first off, we're going to do a battle between Mr. Gomamon here and this little rock dude I always forget the name of. I think it's Getsomon or something like that. But let's do a quick fight here. So I'll do battle, and we'll do a connect battle. How about that? And we'll do Pendulum! Hopefully I did that right, because I wasn't paying attention. And make sure you press only one button on one side, because these devices are actually a bit picky with that. And there we go, got the cool little art on both sides, but that's a Digimon standard. And of course it's based on the original Pendulum battle style, so that means we have the 3 health bars. And there we go. But if you see there, we unlocked something on both sides. Cool little connections there. It is kind of cool that you actually unlock stuff with the connecting the different devices. And I see there, we unlocked the backgrounds, which is really cool. And bam, we got new background on this side and new background on this other side. So if you want to change the backgrounds, as you know from the last video, you just hold down the C button. Go to background, and there you go. You get some new backgrounds. We got the Deep Savers one now. I'm keeping to the original currently. I might switch over when I do the whole Nightmare Soldiers fight connection. So let's do another little fight here. Do a bit of battling. We'll do a bit of connections. And we'll do some pendulum fights. Okay, there we go. Got to red that time. And there we go. So now we got another little Digimon fight here. And we'll do one more connection between the Nightmare Soldier and the other device. Nice fair fight, though, between Tapirmon and Getsumon, or Getsumon, or something like that. Or I don't know if I'm saying the name right. I know the comments will correct me, but Tapirmon did lose. And there we go, got the cool little background there, and we are unlocking some of the other numbers. It does seem like the numbers don't change fully this time around, because you see it didn't unlock on this side, so yeah, it's the same numbers on this side. It is cool that we do unlock a evolution pathway, though. And there we go. So if you want a nice bright background for your original Nightmare Soldiers, you can actually have that. And we'll unlock other backgrounds once we start getting into the actual champion mode or quest mode. I'm not going to get into that just yet. So we'll take our winner Getsumon here. I see he won the 2 fights so far. So far he's doing really good. You got 2 wins on him. But that means we now have to do the battle of the losers. So Tapirmon versus Gomamon. Let's get on to this fight and actually see how this works for us. Battle. Connect and do another connection. Do it Pendulum style. And we got both red this time. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got our fight settled. Blah. I love how the OK screen is also like different colors too. And bam, look at that. Oh wow, Gomamon is the winner of this fight. And there we go, unlock the backgrounds on both sides of the devices now. So that is really cool to have that. Which is exciting for me, because I do not like this background too often. Not a big fan of this whole little, the sea-themed one. I'm not going to change it just yet, because I like the other backgrounds that come with this device later on. But I did want to unlock the little connection backgrounds for right now. Besides that, we are now currently working on getting our effort stat up, because we want our effort to be a little bit higher. So we'll be working on that pretty soon. And I will explain one thing that I didn't explain last time. So we got the hunger, and we got the strength bar here. Strength is the 2 basic stats. Condition, or nope, that's effort. You know, this is the 4 trainings get you 1 heart thing. But condition here is actually a way to keep track of care mistakes. So if you do not have any hearts on the screen, that means you have that means you have all like a bunch of care mistakes and stuff like that. So you see here, you actually have to keep track of how many condition hearts you do have. So it's a way to keep track of your care mistakes. I kind of like that idea a bit more, instead of like having to write it down on a little pen pad or whatever. So that is kind of a cool method of keeping track of condition. I'm liking that idea. I like the idea that you can keep track of your care mistakes a lot better in this device. So it is cool that that is a part of the thing. I see we got our little color variations to the type screen and stuff like that. But there we go. So currently, Mr. Tapirmon is in the losing status with 2 losses so far. But he will gain his wins again at some point. But for right now, he is doing pretty good, though. We are going to be raising their stats up again, do a bit more training, get them all settled into that whole world there. And pretty much, as you all know, the whole training thing is just pretty much just me shaking a lot of times. So we'll be doing a bunch of that. So currently, we're just going to raise them condition hearts, and that's all we got to do. We got 12 hours to do that, or well, I got less than 12 hours, but yeah, from when this guy gets to the rookie stage to champion stage, you got 12 hours. So we'll be working on them little stats there. I just wanted to show off the whole background thing today, because once they do actually hit the champion level, we'll be actually looking into the other little stats and stuff like that, and actually starting to get into the battle modes, which have a bit more of an impact on this device, because you actually get some cool little unlockables in this one. Kind of reminds me of the DMX in a way, but like not to the full extent of the DMX or Pin X, where instead of like cool, like awesome like items for your Digimon to evolve, you just get cool backgrounds, which hey, not bad. There's things that this device does that it's like really great. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I look at this device and I'm like, ah, and then I remember some of the negatives and I'm like, oh. Like seriously, this is like one of those things where like revisiting and I'm like, I'm seeing the positives, but I also still see the negatives. It's like one of those like cool things. Still, really cool device, though. Really am enjoying each one of these again. It is so cool to actually come back and see the colored screens, the whole day-night cycle of the backgrounds and stuff like that. Like, there's so many cool little aspects to these devices, and you can see, like, the care and attention that was put into these. So I always kind of look back at my criticism. I'm going to look back at some of my criticisms and kind of feel bad about it. I'm not going to feel bad about all of it, because some of them were valid points, but, like... There's such creativity in these devices, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool. And I can say that now a bit more because I have sat down with, like, Tamagotchis, with, like, some of the colored Tamagotchis. And, ooh, boy, if you want to talk about short evolution times, look at those guys. Still love them, but, ooh, they have some issues. But it is really cool to look back at some of these devices. Especially now, because we can mod them to fix any of the mistakes. So, I can't be too mad anymore. I didn't mod them for this run, but at some point I probably will sit down and mod these devices. And I can at least look at the Pendulum and know that they did actually make fixes to it. So I'm kind of hoping that once we get the Monster Hunter devices, that we'll see more of those little fixes come around and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that Bandai has learned from, like, the little... issues and steps from this, because overall these have such unique ideas and awesome concepts to them that we're now just like that. Looking back at them, it's like, oh, they were so close to, like, getting to that perfection point in a way. I know, something about that, like, just I probably didn't notice it back then, because back then I was like, I know, it was a weird time for me, like, when I first did these devices. So I look back at that series and I'm like, oh. Even now, I look back at some of the criticism I did, and I'm like, okay, maybe it was a bit too harsh on these devices. Well, I don't know. It's a mix and match, because there are some valid points, and I really hope Bandai sat down and learned from what they did wrong with the original color line. But overall, I'm sitting down and enjoying these, and it's just actually been a really great experience. If y'all aren't wanting to mod these things, if you want evolution times to last longer, I recommend putting them to a pause menu before you actually go to bed. It makes the evolution times last longer. Currently, I'm just doing a little basic run. I don't like using pauses during my runs, so that's something I've learned about myself, like doing a lot of this, like, YouTube stuff or whatever, and even just basic, like, on my own VPET type thing, that I really do enjoy not pausing these things. These are supposed to be living creatures, so that's just how I've kind of looked into it nowadays, is I always want to keep them going and never paused in a way. So that's kind of one of those things I've learned from myself, and a way to enjoy the virtual pets more, because I do enjoy virtual pets outside of this channel. Like, there's certain ones I will run without, like, the camera watching, so fun little things to keep track of there. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to talk about the wonderful rookies we have currently. I'm going to go train them up a bit more so we could get the care hearts up, the effort hearts up, and that's pretty much it. So, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time. So, boy! And make sure to go check out Wario. I will put him down below, because as you know, he is the reason why we're actually rerunning the colors. Because these are devices I actually kind of been trying to avoid for a while. And he sat down and he was like, hey, I want to do a whole little celebration. And we were doing the celebration for his little brother who was getting back into the wonderful world of Digimon. So, hopefully, he stays with us in the wonderful world of Digimon and all the fun that comes with that. So, we'll keep enjoying these Digis forever and ever and ever. Even if they are not my favorite Digimon, I'm now sitting down and I'm enjoying so much about them in a weird sense. It's kind of funny to me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for right now. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Woohoo!